on Friday, I had two things. I had a haircut. Physical. That's right. So my haircut was at 11 o'clock. Okay. I thought it was at 11:30. That's the problem right there. I thought it was 11:30. It was at 11 o'clock. And at about 11:05, I'm just sitting here, eating baklava.
Delightful Greek treat?
Yes. They had a Greek festival here over the weekend, and we mentioned it, and they brought us some baklava. And a coworker of ours, you'll know who she is as soon as I tell you the story. I was down in the break room, and with every bite she took, she said, "Why am I eating baklava? Why am I eating baklava? This is 200 calories a bite. I can't be eating this." And then she was like, "Where's the spanakopita?" She was over and over and over. All these Greek items that she needed. And so we were eating them, and there I was just throwing back some baklava and cookies covered in powdered sugar.
Thinking it, but not saying it out loud. Of course, thinking the exact same things that our coworker was saying.
I'm a lot like this woman.
You are.
I'm a lot like her. Everything we put in our body, every bite, we regret it. We're like, oh my God. What? She said, "I can feel this going on my thighs right now." And I was like, "Me too, sister."
You both make a scene about it where no one cares.
Oh my God, it's Greek food, Greek treats. What do you call it, Biggie, the Southern girl?
Oh, yeah, just going Southern girl.
I did. And
you did not.
In fact, I was told they were.
Opa. I think you have to yell that at a Greek festival. Opa. Opa. Yeah.
I was told they were bringing in baklava and some other items, and I didn't see it come in. And so I went up to the front desk shortly after the show, and I said, "Hey, where's that? Those Greek folks come by?" And Megan, who was out at the front desk, said, "I put it in the break room." And I thought, "You put it in the break room?"
That was for us.
Yes.
Oops.
Not we.
She shared it with the whole company.
Not the proverbial way.
No, that was for me. I said, "What? You put it in the break?" That's when I went down, saw our female coworker.
Okay.
We both went, "Oh my God, baklava!" So we were having it. And so I am eating the baklava at like 11:05. I get a text from my
your stylist,
my hair artist, and she said, "Are you on your way?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? Am I on my way?" I was like, "Not yet. It's 11:30." She goes, "No, it's 11." And so I raced out of here, and that just. The whole point was I had my glasses on my face when I raced. I ran out so fast.
Your work glasses.
My work glasses. So now they're in the car. And so, of course, all weekend I was like, make sure you take those back in. Make sure you take those back in. Didn't. And now because of that, I'm wearing my backup pair, which are tortoise shell. And they are tortoise shell
I think,
glasses.
does Joy Behar wear that same pair on?
Oh, my
on
God.
The View.
Do I wear the same glasses as Joy Behar?
Don't answer that. You won't do yourself any favors with yes.
Oh my God! Am I wearing the same glasses as Joy Behar? Maybe. It's certainly a possibility. So there I am.
Well, did you tip your stylist a little extra? Did she have to bump her 11:30?
No, she just ran me through real fast. She said, "I'll get you done real quick."
Yeah, you're right.
Can you tell? Yeah, she said because I can get there till 11:20. And she said, "Well, I have an 11:30, so we have to get you done real fast." And she's,
"Well, I don't know the industry. I would imagine that the average man's haircut,
quick.
They can knock those out pretty quickly. The pros,
10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they probably have those to kind of little padding in their schedule because women's hair is more involved."
And she even said, I didn't have anything at 11:30, and a guy called, and I said, "Yeah, I'll work in." She can, put somebody. So she got him at 11:30. It takes 15 minutes to do a guy's hair. A woman's hair is completely different, I'm sure. And she said, now when the holidays come, I've got all my sets and do's and perms and this and that. You got to get your hair done. Some women only get it done at the holidays. And so she's like, they really come in for a real set or whatever at the holidays. I don't know anything about all that. The other time I went Southern Girl this weekend, I voted. I finally voted.
Look at you.
On Saturday. Last chance to vote early was Saturday before 3 o'clock here. And I went in 1:30 on Saturday. And it was
in your pickle gear?
No, I was not pickling on Saturday. I pickled on Sunday instead of Saturday this week. And so I went in. Yeah. You just pointed to the heaven.
Yep.
Remind me to tell you about that too. Man.
About Jesus?
No.
Heaven?
No. No. I was on the way into the polling place.
With the wife?
Nope, just me. She's voting on Election Day.
Okay.
We think. And I just said, I'm just going to do it. I had a bunch of errands to run, and I thought, well, I'll just stop off here and do it because it's close to my house. And as I walked in, this woman said, there's a guy running here named Phil Berger. I've heard his name forever. I don't know what he does. He's a Republican.
State senator, I believe.
Okay, right.
Or House, one of the two.
Running unopposed. He's running unopposed. And so on the way in, I was surprised at how what's aggressive the people with the pamphlets and stuff were this year. They were really
asking for your vote?
Yes. I mean, before I even got to the sidewalk to lead into the polling place, I had a couple people come at me like, make sure you vote for this and make sure this and that, and handing me stuff. I was like, oh, okay. And one in particular came to me and said, Phil Berger has not served the people. He's forgotten the people. And I was like, has he?
Do tell.
She said, yes. She said, Phil Berger has forgotten about you and me, and we're not putting him back in the state Senate. And then she said, but he's running unopposed. And I was like, oh, well, I said,
he's on my sample ballot.
Yeah, I said,
there's nobody else.
I said, there's nobody running against him. She said, we want to make a statement that he cannot forget the people, so I want you to write in this name, Alvin Robertson, or Robinson. And she had a picture of him in a pamphlet. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, you think so? And she goes, yeah. She goes, he's forgotten us. And she was so convincing. She goes, Alvin will never forget you. And she's like, he won't win, but let's send a message to Phil Berger. And so I go in. Honestly, I wasn't sure who I was voting for in some of these cases. I looked at this thing and I was like, man, I don't know. You know, I just didn't know.
Did you stop? Is it one of those kind of larger computer screen, touchscreen ballots?
Interesting. I don't think it'll be this way for Election Day, but
this is early voting.
But early voting, it was a sheet of paper with everybody's, the candidates on there and a circle, and you fill in the circle with a pen.
Oh.
And then you scan it on your way out. They put it into the machine. It's like one of those Scantron tests that you used to take in school.
I've seen ballots like that. Did you have to stop midway through and say, I'd like to send a message, please? The lady out front, she was very persuasive. She wants me to send a message.
I'm supposed to
send it. There's no blank here for message sending.
I don't know.
I have a flyer.
I don't know Phil Berger from Adam. I don't know what he's done. I know he's been there forever. I know that name. I don't know. I'm so uninformed. It's just shame on me.
I think it's nice that you actually stopped and listened. I bet most people will do what I'm planning on doing, which is shoot the middle and just ignore them all.
Well, it's hard to because it wasn't crowded at all, and they were standing out there. I mean, I say not crowded at all. It's probably the most for early voting because I stood in line for 5 minutes, and there's probably 8 or 9 people in line in front of me. But it's really quick. They had plenty of voting machines. So I did it, and the woman had been so persuasive. And on the way in, I read his pamphlet, and he was like, I'm trying to send a message, and Phil Berger forgot you, and all these things. And then I dropped it in the trash can on the way in.
Yeah.
Which I really could have just given it back to her, I guess. But anyway, I get there. And it comes to that point on the ballot, Phil Berger, and it says, or write in a candidate, and it has a blank line. And I thought, by golly, I'm going to do it.
You did not.
And I did it.
You sent a message.
I sent a message. I wrote in Alvin Robinson, and I wrote in his name, and then turned it on. And I don't even know how it reads that, because I just wrote in a name. It's on a Scantron type thing. I don't know how it read it. But anyway, I did the writing, and on the way out, the sidewalk directs you away from the people. You know how it does it. You're supposed to. So I was probably, 20 yards from the woman giving out the pamphlets, and I said, "I did it." And there are a ton of people there now. I said, "I did it. I wrote him in. What a wuss!
Did you see all the sign holders handing her money?
Yeah,
I told you I'd get that simp.
And I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure Phil Berger is your party.
He is. Yeah. He is. The woman said to me, I'm a Republican. The woman said,
and your dear friend's dear friend.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about it. I thought to myself, don't I know a guy who knows Phil Berger and really likes him?
You do.
I thought so. No. This woman was so convincing and was talking my ear off for all the way in there. I mean, she was great. And she said, now, this man, Alvin, is a Republican too, but he won't forget you.
I see.
He'll keep you in mind. I said, by golly, I want somebody that'll keep me in mind. That's how simple I am. God, that's how easy I am to manipulate. And then I wanted her to know, but I was nowhere near her, and she was talking to somebody else. And I said, I did it. I waved my hand. I did it.
I sent the message.
Message sent. Let's see how Alvin Robinson does on Election Day, okay?
Maybe he'll take a broom to the Capitol because it's a mess.
It's a mess out there, and we need to do something to clean it up. And I sent a message through Alvin Robinson, and I wrote his name down on the fill-in
Look at
the
you.
blank ballot. I don't know if it's Robinson or Robertson. I hope I got it right. And I don't know. It was all because of her. And on the way out, I was like, dang, that really worked.
Well, I think that's human nature. I think, when people come to your door, I mean, I've had local candidates and, state house candidates come to our door and ask for a vote. It's very...
Yes.
It resonates with you.
Yes.
That's how we humans are moved.
She was working. Yeah, she was. And I thought, well, if she's going to work that hard for my vote. Now, I don't have any doubt that Phil Berger will win because he's on the ballot. This guy's not on the ballot. But I thought, by golly, I'm just not going to go with the beaten path here. I'm just going to say, send a message, as you said, just as she told me to. But I wanted her to know it. And so I told her loud and proud. That's exactly
That's illegal. What? I think.